I think it's a man's responsibility to manage and lead the relationship and set boundaries. Don't you? Don't you want to be led in a relationship by a strong man?
Yeah, my husband does that, and it's the best thing.
So
why?
No, I don't like
Jessica, I was going to say,
I don't like
why?
the
Yeah.
ownership mentality.
Jessica, why is that good?
For me, it gives me a chance to be more of actual just a woman, and to me, that's being able to have the space to be carefree, soft, and me being a woman also is able to give him the frame that he wants and gives him a home of peace and calmness as well.
Just to state the obvious here in case nobody's noticed it, Jessica's the one that's actually married in a long-term relationship, common law, and the other 3 girls are single. So I'm wondering if maybe it's worthwhile listening to a few things that Jessica has to offer here. Now,
I don't disagree with anything Jessica said.
Great. Now, George said something, there was some issue with, what was it, ownership, you said?
The ownership mentality, yeah.
The ownership of
me.
I don't think it's an ownership thing. I think it's more of a leading thing, right? Like, I don't own my girl. Like, she chooses to be with me, right? But I still lead the relationship and I set boundaries around it because I'm a man and that's what I'm supposed to do.
I think
your boundaries are your responsibility.
What's that, Kenzie?
Your boundaries are your responsibility.
Setting
I don't have
boundaries?
to change. I don't have to change who I am to fit your boundaries. If I
you can go if
don't
you want.
fit your boundaries, exactly. It's like it's all about, in my opinion, it's all about compromise and discussion. I don't have to change who I am to fit your boundaries.
No.
If these are your boundaries and they can't change, then it is what it is. I'm not your person. You're not my person. And you go.
No, it's absolutely right. And you would be left behind. Like if I was dating and, the way that I would recommend guys to do that is they should date a bunch of women non-monogamously, simultaneously, until the cream rises to the top. And one of the girls or 2 of the girls or something like that says, hey, Rich, I dig your vibe. I don't want to share you. I'm not seeing anybody else. Where do we stand? What are we building here? Then that's when I would take a look at her life and I'd be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Right. And then I would contemplate maybe if I wanted to get into an LTR with you. This isn't a conversation that we'd have early on, Kenzie. Like if we're dating, this wouldn't even come up. It's only when you want to claim me, then I'm going to take a look at your life and I'll be like, well, hang on a second. I mean, I can't take a girl seriously that like goes out to dinner with ex-boyfriends and, keeps a bunch of guys around in her life. Like that's just not a gal that I could take seriously. Right. And it's like, then it's on you. Do you want to make a decision to keep doing that? Or do you want to leave those guys behind because you see me as high enough value that you want to move into my world? Right. It's as simple as that. Like, this is how I have guys lead relationships and women. And not all women are going to want to do that. Maybe they're not going to see the guys high enough value. Maybe they don't like them enough. Maybe they don't have genuine burning desire. It's any number of things that can get in the way. Maybe their mind's just polluted with toxic feminism. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because when I tell guys to do these things, it's to enforce good boundaries in the relation. Like it's for the betterment of the relationship. And as Jessica just illustrated, it's good for the relationship. It's better to be led. I can't tell you how many women I've talked to. They're like, like, for example, Jillian and Jordan. Okay, so you roast dudes because of what they say. I'm assuming that you've come across guys that are like, they can't decide when to pick you up, where you're going to date, what time you're going to meet, where you're going to meet, right? These types of guys.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so guys like this, like, I'm guessing that these are the guys that you're roasting.
No,
like you're not praising them?
Sometimes they'll come off the bat and just be like overtly sexual or just odd and but I think like that kind of plays into boundaries and standards that we're holding as well. Like I think both men and women, like I do agree with you. I mean, I agree. It is a man's role to lead in a relationship.
Right.
But I think that for me,
which goes beyond just picking the restaurant and picking you up and stuff like that. Like it goes into areas like I can't deal with a woman on a long-term basis that hangs out with guys, right? Like that is the next step beyond we're going to meet at 8 o'clock and we're going to go to this place and, meet for our first date sort of thing. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here and pin down below in the top comment. You'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.